Hi everyone, I'm Steph Bain, I'm the literary manager at the Almeida Theatre, and I'm here on this chaise lounge on the lovely set of Cold War. I wanted to welcome you to Drink and Draft. So I hope you've all got your drink of choice. I've got a cup of tea here. And something to write with, because that's all you really need for this. This is just going to be a really chilled out creative writing session. It's inspired by lots of different exercises that I've picked up along the way, but particularly by work by the playwright Marie-Irene Fornes and Anne Washburn, and also the short story writer Conan Jones. But also particularly it's inspired by a really cool drink and draft session that I went to in this New York bar and book shop called Book Club a couple of years ago. So let's start off just with a few exercises to warm us up and get your pens flowing. I'm going to give you some timed lists. So if, for instance, the list was colours, you might write red, green, beige, turquoise, black, and just keep your pen flowing and not leaving the page. Keep your mind active and nimble. The idea is to keep a sort of steady rhythm, not too fast a rhythm, just a steady rhythm, and just sort of keep writing. For the first one, for 30 seconds, I'd like you to do a list of things you might find in the sea. And you're done. Relax, take a breath. So now for the next list, for 30 seconds, casting your mind back as far as you can, back in your memory, places you've visited. And you're done. Take a breath, relax. And now for the final list, for 30 seconds, imaginary animals only you have heard of. And you're done. Okay, relax, shake your arms around a little bit. So now we're going to write for a little bit longer, for 15 minutes. And I'm going to give you some images to help as prompts for that. You'll see an image and you're just going to write for 15 minutes, responding in whatever way speaks to you. So that might be in different mediums. You might want to write in prose, in poetry, dialogue for a play, an essay, whatever sort of feels right to you. The photographs are black and white reportage, found photographs, and I chose to do that just to tie in a little bit with the Cold War for free, because as you know, there's a found reportage photography as part of the Cold War poster. So I'm going to show you the first image. This is an image of 5 children in summer. They're running quickly towards some railings and looking over the railings. The sun is beating down and the image is quite blurred because they're running quickly. I'll ask you to pause your video now for 15 minutes to write in response to this image. And great, relax. Hope you enjoyed that. So we're going to now move on to the next image. It's a black and white photograph of a group of people sat in deck chairs, 2 men, 2 women, and they're on the seafront of an English coastal town, somewhere like Brighton maybe. It's quite a cloudy day. One of the men is reading a newspaper, the other three look pretty bored. So you've got 15 minutes now just to write in response to that prompt. Great, thank you. So that's all of the prompts. So you could look back over that work in your own time, and maybe if there's something that speaks to you there that you want to develop into a longer piece, you could go back to them and sort of edit or take that into a longer piece. If you also want to use this kind of exercise in your own writing practice, you can do that just by looking for other images that you might source on the internet or from family photographs. But I hope you've had a fun, enjoyable writing session, and yeah, happy writing.